Genius.
Sorted.
So I guess what's the first one to talk about? What we've been playing? Introductions. So I guess.
Hi.
Hi. Hi guys.
Hi.
So,
How's life?
Okay, so I guess first
what game you've been playing this week?
Yeah, I guess we're playing. So, do you want to start, Matt? What you've been playing this week?
That was the worst introduction ever. At least say who you are.
Everyone knows who we are.
Good point.
We're BigRedDemon. I'm Russ.
Say who you are.
You can tell my picture's got the beard. What are you playing this week?
A lot. Mostly Path of Exile, some COD, Pokemon, FIFA, more FIFA.
What's been your favourite out of them?
Path of Exile. So much fun.
Definitely Path of Exile.
Yeah.
You've been playing Path of Exile? Oh, you don't like it anymore, do you?
I don't. I just can't get into those games.
No. You don't like him either. Phil doesn't like him.
I don't know.
You don't like it because he's got no friends to play with?
Well,
That's what he said to me.
not true.
That's what you said to me. You said, I don't want to play Path of Exile. I've
Diablo-
got no one to play with.
No, that was Diablo.
No, you said that about Path of Exile.
No, I said that about Diablo.
And Path of Exile.
Not Path of Exile.
Same game, right?
Yeah.
They are. I mean, I've not
Pretty
played
much is.
Diablo, but it does look very much so. But saying that, I am actually really excited for Diablo on PlayStation when that comes out, or just Blizzard's kind of conjunction with Sony. I think that's going to be a good thing. StarCraft on PS3. That's next.
You can have
Okay,
it.
that would be good.
That would be
That would be impossible.
It would be impossible.
Yeah, it would.
They'd find a way.
You can't like hotkey or anything. You won't be able to do it.
You could
The
probably
control
find a way.
system.
No, you can't do it.
Peripheral.
No, you can.
They'll
can't do
release a
it.
keyboard for
No,
it.
really, yeah. I reckon it won't be exactly the same as the PC version, but they could make a console version.
But they did it with Age of Empires.
I can't see that happening.
It probably won't happen, but I'm not saying it's impossible. I reckon it's possible.
I don't think it is.
Oh,
It's
fine.
doable.
That's moving.
Yeah.
Get out. Yeah, so I guess what else you say you're playing? FIFA?
Yeah.
Good old FIFA.
Am I?
You play it online?
Nah.
Should do.
I did on the last one. Ended up at Division 4 on the seasons thing.
Did it?
Yeah, just because you're pro.
I couldn't do that in Division 2.
Sorry.
No.
My mate was in Division
My favourite thing to play FIFA online was be a pro, but be a pro without everyone's a pro kind of thing. So you'd end up like kind of 11 aside to like 22 people online, and it'd be second the ball kicks off, like both teams just chasing the ball around. So like you'd have all these like formations and things, and then it just turned into like playing football with your mates in the park. Like everyone's just chasing the ball.
Yeah.
It was like the funniest thing, and then it'd be like end up like I don't know, like 9-7 because there'd be no defenders ever. That was always good fun.
I played a FIFA drinking last night. Playing against Cash. And you
They
take
just put a club
take a
where
shot.
they play games.
I think it's like a bar.
It's a bar where you play games.
Like all the drinks are named after like characters.
Where is this?
I don't know. I've
I
never.
don't know. I'm kind of drunk.
Oh yeah.
It's in Leicester.
You sure it's not in Nottingham?
Somewhere in the UK.
Like you go to Yates,
Yeah.
and then you turn.
You go to
right.
Yates, that's it, that's game
No,
over.
then you turn right to get into the train station.
Yeah.
It's like the next.
Oh,
like
down,
left, like a bit of an
down
alleyway.
there, yeah, near Exchange. And
Yeah.
down that, yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean, I know what you mean.
And but yeah, take a shot. I take a drink every time you get to go, and I beat Cash like 8-1.
So if you
Literally,
got
like,
later, yeah?
drinking.
She's going to write you an apology.
What?
She's going to write you an apology.
Why?
Well, because you beat her, if you have to.
I beat her 8-1. That
Yeah.
time.
So
She
she
should write
should
you
have to
an
write
apology.
you a letter of apology and write on your Facebook wall.
You must have heard about this.
Oh, how have you not heard of FIFA apologies?
If you beat someone by more than 5 goals, they have to
Yeah.
write an apology on your Facebook for wasting your time.
If it's more than 7, it's a certificate, I think.
I didn't know this stuff.
How do you?
You need to hold it to this. You got it on Facebook.
I had to
Yeah.
write one to my housemate.
Yeah.
I was just going on about how I think I was Brazil and how Brazil let the world down and stuff. Just like, and we were absolutely terrible.
But it's really, you have to proper pour your heart into it and make it like, I'm really
Some
sorry.
of the ones I've seen on Facebook are really funny.
Yeah.
Not aware of this.
How have you missed it?
Look, you haven't even been on a train. You don't know FIFA.
Yeah, never been on a train.
Never been on a train.
Never been on a train.
Not a proper one.
What is that again? Okay, so what?
Been on one of the ones where you
like
pound coin.
like in a
Goes round and
like
round.
in like American like theme parks.
That's not a train.
That's
like a monorail.
No, there's trains as well, like train tracks.
That's called a roller coaster.
That's not.
Or a runaway mine train. That's not a train.
Yeah,
I
that's...
said mine train. How can a mine train not be a train?
It's not like...
Because it's a ride. That's why.
It's got train in the
Wait,
title.
he needs to get down to London. He had to ask us how he buys his tickets and stuff. No, he's never been on a train.
And then he eventually.
What else
was
did we find
that?
out he'd never done?
Oh, there's loads.
I can't remember. There was another thing that was...
We also found out he's never been a vegetarian.
Yeah, apparently he's vegetarian.
Where
announce to the world where you went for lunch the other day.
Yates.
Nathan, where'd you go?
TJ's.
No.
Begins with a K.
So where?
Ends in a C and has an F in the middle.
Good.
Kentucky Fried Cucumber.
Yeah, for a popcorn.
Cucumber.
Popcorn couscous.
That's the only meat I can tolerate.
It's chicken.
I think because there's not really much meat in there.
But it's not the only meat you can tolerate isn't chicken. It's the only meat you can tolerate is popcorn chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken.
Slightly off topic already. Okay.
So your games that you've been playing.
I've been playing. I've played obviously a lot of Path of Exile. Been playing quite a bit of something else. Awesomnauts. That's it. Love my Awesomauts.
You've seen the character.
I've not played the new character, no. Not yet. I've seen. I kind of called it when
Kenji.
Kenji, yeah.
Kenji.
Who's it voiced by?
Jessica Cox.
Jessica Cox.
Good voice.
But yeah, like
All they're doing is getting YouTube.
Yeah,
Like,
I want KSI. KSI's. I want him to record on, and it'll just be like some massive black one. It's just like he's obviously very racist himself, so you know he's going to be. That'd be good on that one. But yeah, apart from that, I've been playing a bit XCOM again. I got on that and lost like one of my really favourite, really high profile characters, so I've just not played it against him. Because I don't want to lose anyone. Mama Bear, I've still got Mama Bear. She's my kind of rock and my kind of earth defense force. If I lose her, I probably will have to restart the game because like I'll have no one left who can really. Because the missions now, I've lost like half the council, and the missions now are kind of difficult or very difficult. So if I lose her, I'll be stuck with a couple of sergeants and then just rookies all the way through.
You were like, what the fuck did I do to lose 3 of the council?
Yeah.
Now you understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're cheating.
No, there's a new one.
Okay, with the new one, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I think I've lost.
Yeah, have you heard about the cheats? Like, if you call your character like Sid Meier and like the producers of the game and stuff, you get like god characters with like amazing health and stuff.
It's like everything really high spec. It's sort of a buff if you gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah. But yeah, so but apart from that, I've been playing. Yeah, so basically Path of Exile mainly. But no one wants to see you.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've been playing Path of Exile mainly, so I'm really enjoying that. Because I only, as I say, I only ever really played Torchlight, and that's very kind of cartoon and a bit it's kind of a lot friendlier compared to like the kind of really dark and grimy Diablo and stuff. So it's quite nice. So yeah, what have you been playing?
Awesomauts.
Awesomauts.
Played a few games of Dota.
Oh, I noticed that.
I
Yeah.
saw that as well.
Yeah.
That didn't really go so well. But we started playing like as a 3 on Dota.
This guy there.
Oh,
I'm the only one that's won a game.
On Dota?
Yeah.
I like games of Dota.
Before you started playing it, I was the one I won the first game out of the 3 of us.
Yeah, I was awful. Like I mean I can play. Yeah, and Guardians of Middle Earth on the PS3, like that I play like quite a lot, and that's a lot friendlier. Dota's just like insane hardcore. It's almost like I haven't really played Call of Duty Online since Call of Duty 4. Like I played the crap out of that like 3 days or something like of online time. It's insane. Yeah, I come to play Black Ops 2 yesterday, and it's just like a whole new game. Like I just did not know what was happening. Like, I was getting like airstrike every 2 seconds. Like you need 5 kills for an airstrike. Like, what's going on? It's just like apparently not. But that's the thing that annoys me is how.
Put hardline on. That'll be how.
But like it annoys me kind of how they've made it so people can save all of their like score streaks and stuff. I think you should lose score streaks at the end of a round because you basically start and then your spawn just gets spammed with like nukes and
lightning. Does it not use like
strikes.
time limit? On Modern Warfare 3 it's usually like 15, 20 seconds.
You can't do it
game.
straight after.
Yeah, well I'm not sure, but either way, like on a game mode where it's like where it's really quick, like a kind of short one where it's a small map and it's kind of quite fast death. You just can't get anywhere without getting hit by something. And there's some really bullshit. Like Black Ops 2's got some really shit kill streaks in. Like
the best thing to do it. Just like Battlefield 3.
Yeah. Well, I must have said about 5 times I was playing yesterday. It's like it's just not Battlefield. Yeah. Battlefield 3 is probably easily my favourite online shooter. It's amazing. Like
it was. I can remember when Killzone 3 online when we still played
that was good.
Before the April hack.
Yeah.
Like that was so good, but then like finally got the PSN back and Battlefield 3 is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Battlefield 3, like as a team-based shooter, it's like Call of Duty to me is just it's far too solo. Like you just run off and it's like there's no even the objective-based game modes is still kind of run around like mad.
Well,
whereas Battlefield
we proved that when you got kicked out and then it was me.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were losing 140 after the first round.
Yeah, okay.
Being too good.
Yeah, that was amazing. I was just killing everybody.
And then it just took me, and I managed to pull it back, and we only lost by 2 after.
You still lost.
Yeah, but coming back from 60.
You still lost.
You weren't even playing, man. You weren't
but you
there.
Still lost, though.
The first.
So down as a loss on your game statistics. Not going to say, we ain't lost by 2 on that one.
It was actually. It says the score.
I almost brought it back. We lost by 2. I'm saying that.
Give him a pat on the back. The first thing I saw on Black Ops 2 was basically like it was on Search and Destroy and there's only 2 guys left and one guy was camping, which Battlefield 3, most games, Counter-Strike, like it's kind of acceptable because it's a bit of a tactic. Call of Duty, first thing that happened was he died and then the speech just filled up with, oh my god, you fucking camper, I saw you campfire in your tent and everything. Oh, you're such a dick. And then the other team like, oh, live with it, it's part of the game. Yeah. Just like 3-year-olds straight away.
So much fast.
And then like Counter-Strike the other day, I was the last guy on my team and I managed to take a couple of guys out and straight away like both teams were just like, oh nice, like, well done. It's like such a different game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's the difference between like Guardians, Middle Earth and stuff, and then like Dota and LoL, which is just full of griefers. Like, oh, what you doing, you noob? And it's just like, you know, I'm trying. Yeah, Awesome Noughts, like, I mean, annoyingly, it's starting to creep into Awesome Noughts, where a lot of people are like, kind of, oh, like, what you doing, you twat? Like, you need to come and cover this. And like the other day, there was a guy playing Voltar, which is like a healer, and he kept telling me like, put your weavings on the turret, we need to defend. And I was like, but if we're just going to solidly defend, then you're never going to win. Yeah. Like, we're just going to prolong losing. Like, that's not how it works. But yeah, it's quite annoying. The other thing I want to talk about actually is I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3 again, and that game is so broken. I really want to enjoy it, but it's hard when it's just broken. Like, it's never crashed. It's not that kind of break. But it's just the weirdest glitches, like, ever. I was telling you about this one, or you two. Yeah. But yes, or the other day I was playing it, right? And you know how there's typically, I don't know, like, say, 10 different soldiers, and you just fight the same soldiers over and over again. One of the models of soldiers, who was like a British soldier, had his voice somehow became a woman's voice. So every time I hit him, he was making a womanly kind of cry, and I assume it's like a civilian woman because it was like a kind of like a kind of thing. And then I ended up fighting like 6 of them, So I was surrounded by these blokes who were crying like women. And you know what Assassin's Creed like, where it gets really savage, where it's like kind of cutscenes and you're just hacking people down. I was like, this is really weird. Like, there's just kind of all these weird noises. And then the new mechanic, obviously running through the trees. That is really nice when it works, for the amount of times you run up to a tree branch and it'll just start like running up the tree. And you're like, no, like run round the tree. And you'll be chasing someone and he just keeps running, like trying to run up the tree. And it's like, it's a really nice thing, it just doesn't work. Like, but there's so many things. Like, the other day I climbed on this like little box and it was like a Skyrim type thing. I climbed on the box, the next thing Connor just goes like almost out the top of the skybox, and then just like lands, and then doesn't die. It just lands. I was like, okay. I'm pretty sure it was near these guards as well, and they just didn't react. Just this like kind of Native American just lands in front of them, just like, just like carries on. But yeah, I don't know.
My favourite glitch that I saw was right at the start on the boat when Connor's dad was like, talking to that guy, and the guy just wasn't saying anything back. Like, he was talking, but like on the camera, all you could see was Hayden, or whatever his name is, talking, and the other guy just staring at him.
Yeah, the other guy's just staring at him.
And then he'd talk again, and he'd just stare at him.
Like, there's no facial animation, it's just kind of like. That was pretty funny. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, for such a high-profile game, but it's already it made platinum pretty quick, and it's already sold like I think it's 12.5 million copies, which is massive for a game. But it's like got really bad reviews, and it's really broken. I just don't get how it did so well. Like, I think it's because the other ones are so popular.
Yeah. Same way as if Black Ops 2 was really shit.
It still would have
sold. 5 out of 10, it's still been millions.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. The next one's been announced for early next year. Like new assassin, new time era. It's like it better be good. Oh, well, I don't know which Sony. See, that'd be amazing. Just running around with clubs. There's just no like etiquette to it. It's just literally like Grand Theft Auto style. Just like
there'll be like the romantic love line, which is just like him hugging at all, and then just clubs her.
Yeah. Oh, and the Desmond bits. Like, I was playing a bit like where you have to find these power sources in the new one, and I was just running around as Desmond, and it's so crap. Like,
they are really.
The Desmond bits in Assassin's Creed 1 made me want to turn the game off.
See,
I was about to say they should have been more like that.
Yeah, that's story building to me. I don't know. But
they didn't need you to walk to the bed and then walk back to the table. They could have done it for you in a cutscene.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have wasted your time.
But when you start finding the patient 13 or his name is, where it's got like the scribblings all over the wall. When you find that, and it's kind of all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, this isn't normal.
You're exploring your ancestors in your mind. You're well beyond normal.
See, that concept to me, I think that's an awesome concept.
It's brilliant.
Like, I wish I was in that development session where they all sat down and were like, we want to make a medieval like assassin game, blah 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 blah, and then someone just went, what if we did this? And then there's like, oh my god, that's amazing! And just like the whole like everything they thought about just like exploded into this like massive. Because now it's all about like the lost civilization and the gods that came before us. And that's really good. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been playing. Just Assassin's Creed and Path of Exile. So I think what next thing we're about what we're looking forward to. So I guess it just kind of ties into next generation, because there's not. Well, I mean, there's one or two more things this generation, I guess.
Yeah.
The obvious one being Last of Us.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't. I don't think you'd find anybody who's not excited about The Last of Us.
Is it exclusive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Xbox fans won't be excited about it.
Yeah, exactly.
They can be excited about it.
I can guarantee someone will just be like, oh no, it's gonna be shit, even though they probably.
Oh no, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah. It's going to be amazing though. It's been delayed.
Everything PS3 gets delayed.
For June.
Oh, yeah. Same as.
It's a good thing. It's
GTA 4. 5.
That's
another one, but that's been delayed.
It's been delayed about 2 years now.
But that's another game.
But the thing is, delaying a game doesn't mean anything bad when it's something. but when you've got a studio like Rockstar and Naughty Dog say they've got to delay it, you know it's for a good reason. When it's a studio and they're making a bit of a game that's a new IP and stuff, and, oh, we need to delay it, and it's like, well, they're probably going to make it shit then because they've run out of time. But you know that like these two are just making it so it's much better. But yeah, Last of Us, I can't wait for that. I guess you've all seen the new, like kind of the ones they keep slowing it down, and then at the end they show you all of it. Yeah, it just looks so good. Like, because it's like the whole, obviously it's really popular at the minute, is the survival zombie apocalypse thing, but they haven't just gone for, oh, there's zombies, we've got to kill the zombies type of thing. They've actually gone for like a really kind of deep Uncharted-esque, obviously, like story, which I think is really good. And they haven't just gone infection zombies. It's like ants, isn't it? The whole ants have spread it, and ants have kind of been biting people and spreading this like fungal. But it's so gross as well. It's so gross.
It's like a real disease as well. Like it doesn't happen to people, but I mean like it's all a fungal thing that infects ants, and then it like kind of grows in the ants, and controls them and makes them do things that they don't want to do. So that they spread to other ants and things.
And they've kind of evolved that sci-fi. But it does look really good. Like, it's really, as I say, it's just really gross. Like as you say, like it's fungal. So like, I think there's like 3 enemies, isn't there? And the second grade of enemies, their faces have like exploded from the inside, and it's all like fungal mushrooms and stuff coming out of their face. And like there's some that, like them long, streaky, horrible mushrooms you can see. They're like dead tall. They've got like them like coming out of their eyes and things. It's like, that's so gross.
One of the things I like is it looks like they don't have. It's not like a health bar kind of game either. It looks like literally if you get cock it up and you get caught, and that's it. Like you're dead.
I reckon if you get melee bumped a few times, that's fine. But then if you get grabbed, you're fucked. and it's really violent as well. That's the thing I love about that, is when they grab you, they'll bite you, and it's like all graphic of blood and tendons, and then it suddenly just goes black and cuts off, and it's like game over. So it's like kind of really toying with this is horrendous, but it's not like Saw, like over the top, just blood spewing everywhere. It's like just a fraction of a second of like graphic, and then it's just kind of.
See, I like Saw. Saw's amazing. It's so twisted. It's so twisted.
Saw 1 and 2.
Great, and then it just went downhill.
It's one of those that has gone on too long.
Yeah, it went on too long when it got to the 3rd one.
Well, the third one, you can understand they wanted to make like some form of trilogy out of it.
Oh yeah, they should have finished it, the 3rd one.
Yeah, I think if they'd have done that, then people wouldn't hate the 3rd one so much.
Yeah.
It's because it's gone on for, I think, 8 now.
No, it's
7,
it's cool.
It has finished.
They got numbered to like 6 or 7, and now it's like Saw 3D and Saw 3D Special and stuff.
I think it has finished now.
So what else are we looking forward to? Watch Dogs. Man, that kind of PS4 conference trailer that they showed. Have you watched it? The trailer. My God, that game looks good. I mean, I can't help but feel that trailer is obviously still very set up. I don't know.
Trailers are set up.
So I'd like to have a go before I really kind of sell my soul to it almost, like, because I've kind of got a feeling that it's gonna come out after Grand Theft Auto 5, but my hesitation is like, obviously I'm gonna get Grand Theft Auto 5 because that's gonna be insane. Like, that's gonna be good, and we'll play that for 100 hours, and then it might be a case of then Watch Dogs comes out. And it's like, you don't really want to do it all over again, like the open world city, crime. And like, I know you can't really compare the two, but it's still like, after you play something like Grand Theft Auto for so many hours, you kind of want to just go back to like The Sims or something, just something very different. Like. But Grand Theft Auto 5, set in San Andreas, isn't it?
Los Santos.
Los Santos, yeah.
But it's one of the things I've heard, which I love, as long as they pull it off, is it's the size of San Andreas, GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption's map put together.
Which is insane.
Which is fucking huge.
That's ridiculous. Because Red Dead Redemption as a map is
pretty big.
It's like, it's almost stupidly big. It's almost too big in a way.
I guess if you throw a plane in there, it's not that big.
Yeah.
Well, San Andreas is.
Yeah, because I guess Lost Cause 2, I finished that recently, and kind of your objective will be 100 miles away. So it's just like ringing a jet and getting your jet and fly back. But even then, like in your plane, you have time to kind of just look around in your plane and admire the view. It's not like kind of get your plane, fly off, jump out, get there. Like you literally have a good 5-minute flight in game. But I think that's really nice. You know, it's kind of you get that all that chaos, and then all of a sudden you just fly above this like beautiful landscape. Just have a nice little look around.
Nice chill. Should be able to get a martini on the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. Tomb Raider.
For me.
Oh, I forgot that.
Put your hand up if you played it. Yeah.
Eurogamer?
I played it Eurogamer.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's good.
It's good.
It looks like it's got more of an Uncharted feel to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's amazing.
It's more Uncharted than Tomb Raider.
Yeah, amazing.
It's proper dark compared to all the other.
It's amazing. It's proper like
Uncharted 2 or Uncharted 3?
Uncharted 2.
Good.
Yeah. Uncharted, yeah. It's very like kind of parkour, jump and climb and scramble, but it's not like obviously Nate in Uncharted kind of he'll grab something and he'll slip and fall and stuff, but it's very much like just jump around and be fine and you can jump up ledges and swing. Whereas this is like obviously a young fragile woman and she's very much like scrambling all the time, which I really like because it makes her kind of a lot more vulnerable. The only thing is I don't know if I particularly agree, but I've read a lot of things about people are complaining that it's just making this like really, because she's a woman, she's useless basically, and it's like
it's not
that because
I've seen some of the stuff. She actually goes out, makes a campfire, finds herself some food, cooks it, and then eats it. You know, that's not useless.
Yeah, some of the trailers, but it's little things as well. Like when I played the demo at Eurogamer, and I had to like hunt a deer, and you kill the deer, and then you go to skin it to eat it, and she starts crying. She's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry." Like, and she's like really sad that she had to kill the deer. And it's like you know that if that was a male character, he'd just run over and just like butchered it and start eating like raw meat, like raw. And it's a bit, I can kind of see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But it's the same argument as like Lollipop Chainsaw when that came out. Like all the zombies in that were like apparently really rapey, and would like
the main character
it was kind of
got boobs about this big, and
little tiny mini skirt and stuff, and like it was like it made women look really bad. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, because you know if it's a male character, it's always a big butch man, whereas when it's a woman, it's always a really save me kind of thing. But that Tomb Raider does look good. That's out soon, isn't it?
I hope so.
It got delayed.
Is it March? It's like next month, like the end of March.
It's March or April.
It's definitely this quarter, isn't it? So that's probably the next big game to come out, I imagine. Because Dead Space 3's out now.
Yeah, Dead Space 3
Crisis 3 out now.
So.
But yeah, I never played Crisis 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. I played the online stuff. That's pretty fun actually. Because I played quite a lot of Crisis 2.
Yeah.
I completed Crisis 1. That's still my favourite. I think. Crisis 1 was really good. Because the setting was really nice. I didn't like Crisis 2's city setting. I didn't really like that. But the jungle.
I haven't played it yet.
You're not playing it?
That was a Steam sale as well that I got.
How many games have you got that you haven't played?
A lot.
A lot.
I will get through more.
Yeah.
I started going like alphabetically.
That's what I've been doing.
I started on like I think Bioshock. Look at that.
Bioshock, that's a good game. That's really messed up.
When's Infinite come out? That's another one this year, isn't it?
That's another one that's been delayed several times.
Yeah.
But
is that delayed for good causes, you reckon?
No.
Do you reckon?
That's delayed.
Just trying to buy time. Or?
Yeah, they're just trying to buy time because apparently, I think at one point it nearly got axed.
Oh, really?
Because a lot of people who were working on it like left the company and stuff.
Yeah. It's not even the same people who make Bioshock, is it? I think it's a different company.
Is it? I think it might be the same company, just a different team.
It might be.
Because I can't imagine they would have sold the Bioshock franchise that quick.
Well, no, I don't think. I think it was more
not
kind of like what's it? Fallout New Vegas kind of.
Oh, okay.
A different company, but it's still being
same publisher and stuff like that.
Thing,
Yeah. Fallout 4.
Oh, like I can't wait for the teaser trailer for that.
You know what it'll be? The teaser trailer will be a black and white flittery image zooming out of something with some 1920s,
like
1940s or something like slightly newer. It's like I imagine they're going to kind of a slightly different time. Well, that's the weird thing, isn't it? Because it's the future, but set in the past.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird one. So
it's a long time
they've
ago
got
in a galaxy far away.
they've got a lot of scope to obviously do whatever they want. But yeah, it's really really weird how kind of there's details leaking out for that now. So like apparently it's going to be set in Boston, not in Washington. So I don't really know much about America, but I don't know what's in Boston apart from the Patriots.
I know there's a lot of food there. The Man vs Food goes there quite a lot.
Yeah, but I don't really know what there is. There's another game as well coming out that's been set in Boston. So whether it's just a coincidence or not.
Streets though, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of actually. Yeah, that's in like Boston and New York and places like that. But Fallout 4, like we played the crap out of Fallout 3. I didn't really get into New Vegas.
I did.
Like I've got it so much, and I played it for a bit, but then I didn't really. It's one of the ones that I keep thinking I want to play it, but not really.
I never really played any of the Fallouts.
No, me neither.
Missing out. Yeah, you played Skyrim and stuff.
I only played Skyrim.
You need to play Fallout 3.
If you enjoy Elder Scrolls, you'll enjoy Fallout. It is
really?
It's the same.
Why not have to play the first one?
No, because Fallout 1 and 2 were out in like early 90s. They're really old top-down click.
Yeah.
Right. So I can go straight into
definitely. Yeah. Whereas Fallout 3 is like Skyrim. It's Fallout 3 uses the same engine as Skyrim.
Oblivion uses the Fallout 3 one.
Yeah,
And then Fallout 4 one is the Skyrim one.
Yeah. But yeah, either way. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Because obviously the Skyrim engine was new, which is why Fallout 4 should be pretty mint, because it will use a lot of the same, like, the whole kind of AI interactions and things. But yeah, it's really brutal, that game. Like, it's like, more so than Skyrim, you can kill main characters. So if you're doing like a side quest that's not story important, and someone's like, go to this other side of the map and fetch this for me, and you really don't want to, you can just kill them. You just kill that person. You can't finish the quest, but
you don't have to
it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Just when he says kill them as well, it's not just a case of like Skyrim where it's like you stab them and they like drop dead. There's a perk called Bloody Mess where they literally like there's a power fist as well. It's like you punch them with bloody mess on and they'll just explode.
Yeah, or you just punch limbs off and stuff.
It's
like
crazy.
It's a really like over the top violent game. Yeah. But it's really cool. And like there's a whole like targeting like role play
VATS.
Like it's called VATS, where basically you kind of can pause the game and then like spend action points. So let's say there's an enemy in front of you, you can kind of aim at his head and that will cost a certain amount of action points. And then it will play out what you did. So it's kind of like an RPG feel to it. But if you hit, you tend to get like a really nice cinematic of like the bullet fly and then like kind of shoot. That's really cool. That's definitely worth trying. That's quite old now as well, so you'll get that. That was like what, 2007, 8, something like that. It's really old, isn't it? But yeah, that's well worth checking out.
You might even have it on Steam. Probably have it on Steam.
Is it on Steam?
I think so.
Is it on Steam? Yeah, definitely. Well, on PC especially, because you'll get mods for it and stuff I imagine now, so you can make it like Skyrim. It's just infinite fun.
One of the things that I like about Bethesda as well is you saying like, do you need to play the first two? It's like you don't, but if you did play them, there's loads of things in Fallout 3 that are like references to it.
Yeah.
Like it's completely irrelevant. You don't need to know it, but it's like almost for the fans. Like enjoyed it. Same with Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind.
Well, it's like
there's still loads
on Skyrim. You could go to someone's house on Skyrim, sit down in front of the fire with a stack of books and read through the books, and it's all actual lore about where like the orcs came from and stuff like.
The backstory to Skyrim and Elder Scrolls is massive. It's
but like
amazingly detailed.
Like if I had the time, that's the kind of thing I'd love to do on Skyrim. It's just literally play, like just walk into the pub, like buy an ale, sit down at a table, get a stack of books on the table, and just go through them.
the lusty Argonian name.
Volume 1.
But yeah, and then like because then the fun of the game is like play as a book collector because you have to then go and find. Oh, I really need to find like volume 3 of this book and like searching like dusty old caves on the bookshelf. And like it'd be like the happiest moment
really
you find it.
That's a really interesting way to play Skyrim.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. Is like
not for the story, we just got books.
You can do that. You've all completed Skyrim, right? I didn't like it. The ending. I thought the ending was.
I think the story was the most boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, going to High Hrothgar, fuck off. Just give me the shouts. Like,
Yeah.
just do what I want to do.
Like
apart from that.
That staircase
I
was
don't
the
know.
most annoying.
Like I think because I completed the story in like 8 different. I'd do a bit of story and then I'd spend the next 15 hours chasing deers through the woods and then I'd like do like 3 more missions and then I'd spend the next few missions like finding every cave on the map and it's kind of like I kind of forgot what was story and what wasn't. It's always
the side quests are too big.
Yeah, like
for to enjoy.
I know it's kind of hard for a game of that size, but it always makes me laugh. Where it's like, oh, it's so urgent. Like we must get to kind of Whiterun now, and then it's like they'll wait at Whiterun, and I'll spend like the next 35 hours doing something else, and then I'll go and it's all urgent again. And then it's like it kind of breaks the pace of the game a bit. If something that's mega urgent suddenly isn't that urgent.
If it's mega urgent, they should make you do it then and not be able to go off.
It's like I've started playing it again because I just got it on PC, so I've got all the mods and stuff. But like a prime example is when the dragon attacks the watchtower near Whiterun, and the I was like, oh, I need to go over there straight away, like with the men and stuff. I was like,
the dragon just sort of sits
because I've got a mod that I need to sleep and eat and stuff, and I was knackered, so I slept in a tent for like 10 hours, and then went, and the dragon was there. And it's just like,
in 10 hours you couldn't kill this dragon, I'm going to kill it in 5 minutes.
But I just love the idea of the all being like, I need you to go now. It's like, yeah, just setting up my tent, just go have a nap, get
like
food.
Like Achilles. I watched Troy the other day. Like at the start where it's his massive battle, it's like I call it Achilles, then he's just asleep. It's like having sex with that woman.
Good film.
What's that survival mod like?
I love it.
It's like not too much.
It's just made such a difference. Like, because I started this character as like a hunter archer. It's really good because it means I actually have to hunt. Like I've got like almost like a log cabin in the middle of like nowhere as well, and it's good because I actually have to go to streams and like fill up bottles of water and boil them, and then I have to go and like hunt food and cook it and stuff, and sleep as well as trying to like earn money, and like it just adds like a whole new thing to the game. It's really good.
Yeah.
The same as said, like you get a tent and thing as well, so you have to set up the tent. It's great. Really sad when you think.
It kind of reminds me of DayZ, or DayZ.
Yeah, it's like that kind of thing.
That kind of survival.
Yeah.
You've not played DayZ, have you? You need to go on that. Now it's through Steam as well. It's going to be kind of nicely. Yeah, but my point maybe it'd be to wait because I think the standalone's not that far off. Because there's starting to more things coming through, so like there'll be hopefully less hackers and stuff. But I was playing it again the other day, just briefly, and it kind of all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm back in the wild kind of thing. Like it's really fun. It's changed quite a bit as well. Like there's certain things, like you get like a little gun icon now, and it tells you whether you're in danger or not. So if you're being chased by a zombie, it's flashing red. And then like, the more in danger you are, the more red it is. And if it's green, you know that nothing's chasing you. But stuff like that does take away from it a bit. Like that kind of like you wouldn't have an icon. Like the only thing that used to tell you is if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, which is obviously you can't tell that. You can't be playing a game and it's like, he looks like he's a bit hungry, I want to eat. And how warm and cold you are, stuff like that. Because like now it doesn't even tell you how much blood you've got left. Because again, you kind of look at your watch and go, oh, I've got like 5,000 millilitres of blood left or whatever. Yeah, so yeah. Well, it's not recently.
All you needed to know is like when there's blood squirting out of you that you were dying.
Yeah, it still does that really weird. Like you get hit and then it's just blood just kind of like pours off you. It's like, oh, I'm going to just bandage on the floor, and then it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, Dead Space 3 came out, didn't it, recently?
No Splinter Cell game? The Splinter Cell game? It's like Bloodless.
Oh, Blacklist.
Blacklist.
Yeah.
When's that come out?
This year.
October. I think.
No, no.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, I played Conviction.
Yeah, Conviction.
The newest one.
Play the originals.
I played. I think we played the original ones, didn't we?
I think I played Chaos.
We rented it.
Yeah,
I remember,
the very first one.
One of the Pandora tomorrow. Chaos Theory.
Yeah, I can remember playing the very first. I had it on my PSP actually. I had it on my PSP, and it was the game they released where it was almost like the best of, and it was like missions from like 3 or 4 of them, and that was pretty fun. But yeah, like the new one's really cool. Like a lot of people don't like it because it's changed quite a lot, but I like it because it's really badass. Like it's just he's
proper
like
sneaking and
Sam
covering.
Fisher's like proper lost his shit and it's just like doesn't care anymore. Like I mean I'm not going to give too much story away obviously, but he's kind of more rogue agent now, and because I think the one before that was Double Agent where he played as a bad guy essentially, and that one was alright. That was pretty good. Yeah, Conviction's just like it's really like just really dark, and it's good fun. And that's got a similar thing to what I was saying with Fallout, is where you can kind of stop and like select enemies, and then like, but it's kind of on the fly, so it's moving slowly. You'll select enemies, and then if like you're under attack, you just hit a button, and then all of a sudden you just like headshots them all. So that is really nice. But yeah, it's good. I think the biggest game I'm looking forward to at the minute though, I think you guess it. You probably guess it. I have it on quite a few things. It's like my favourite game now.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 2.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2 is going to be insane.
Yeah,
like I so badly can't wait. Like I still haven't. I mean, I say this. I still haven't actually finished Dark Souls. Because I always end up starting a new character. I've probably hit like. I'm right at the end with one character, my original character. But I've started probably about 5 different characters since then. Because
why not just stick with one and go for the game?
Because it's such a grind. Like I'm getting to the point now where it's like the bosses are really hard, and I just want to start again and make a nice new character, and where it's all fresh and happy again.
It's one of those games as well where like if you don't make your character right from the beginning,
like you can fuck up.
You've got to like do it properly.
I think the biggest time I ever fucked a character up was on Oblivion. You know, back when my character was so fucked. Like, but I'm talking, I can't move, I can't go outside, auto-save fuck myself, like, auto-save went into someone's house and they attacked me so I die as soon as I step in their house, like, I made a wood elf. I always go sneaky, snipey wood elf. And I'd completed the Thieves Guild, where you end up with the mask of the Grey Fox mask, and that gives you like crap loads more inventory weight that you can carry.
And you put the mask on and
so basically I can't take that mask off now without becoming encumbered, so I have to leave that mask on. But if I wear that mask,
you've got
guards
an instant
chase
bounty.
me. So I can't go into cities unless I dump a load of stuff, which I've got a load of stuff I can't really dump. I'm also a vampire, and the woman you have to go to, and I'm fully fucked up vampire. Like, kind of, I can't go back. Yeah, I can't go in the sun without my life just going like burning away. And the only woman in the game is like this witch in the woods that heals you, or she gives you the quest to go off and find the things to make the cure for it. But for some reason she attacks me.
It's because you broke into a house.
Oh yeah, that's it. I picklocked and broke into a house, and then this is where it auto saves. So I step into a house and get instantly attacked by her, and she's uber powerful. So I have to step outside into the fucking sunlight. So my health's going down. So I either stay inside and get fucked up by this witch, or I go outside and get burnt to death. So there's nothing I can do. So that character is officially dead.
So you're pretty screwed.
Yeah. And that's about. I mean, that's only about 25 hours of gameplay in, so it's not too bad. But like, I've done it before.
Still a day of gameplay.
Yeah, like it's a long time. I mean, Skyrim, I'm 96 hours. No, in fact, no, I think I'm about 105 hours now. So if it happened there, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Because obviously Skyrim, like, I've spent a lot more. What was the first thing you did on Skyrim? First thing you did when you first got it?
kicked.
I mean, I know you had to play like several times before you
Killed
could
the
play it
chicken.
officially. But what was your best character? What was the first thing you did?
Because there was the character I made at Centre Parks.
Yeah.
And then there was the character I made when I got home.
Let's say the Centre Parks one, when you didn't really know much about Skyrim.
I made a mage.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a Breton woman. Like, first thing I did is in.
Yeah, like first of all, as soon as you kind of got out of Helgen and came out of that thing
then
with that
you
Followed the guy into Riverwood.
Riverwood and just what you did the story.
For a little bit, yeah.
I kicked a chicken.
It's like Fable.
Yeah. I went up to it, it just went around killing all the chickens.
Yeah. What you did? First thing you did?
Picking flowers.
Picking flowers.
No,
You fucking woman.
I was following the guy, and he's like just straying off course, like, oh, flower, pick it up.
To be fair, I can't help. As soon as it comes up with like the little.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but I will go off to like, try and get some as well.
That is fine. But not the first thing you did. You got this entire fantasy world, dragons and giants.
And a
You
sword
got to
flower.
explore.
And a sword flower, and picked it up.
Picking flowers.
When I played it at Eurogame, the first thing I did was ended up in the river, not knowing where the fuck I was going, and ended up getting like attacked by piranhas everywhere.
I think the first thing I did was follow that bloke to Riverwood, and then got my first quest, and then I ran into the mountains and just ran into this random cave. I was like, I just want to fight stuff and go into this cave. So I went in the cave and actually went through and got the first thing you're supposed to find.
Yeah.
And then went to Dragon's Reach, and the mage was like, oh, I need you to go to what's it? And I was like, oh, you mean this?
Yeah, I
like,
did that.
I'd already ran up and got it, and I was like, fucking love this game.
I didn't want to go around and not go in all the caves, so I'd have to come back, so I went in all of them, and I did the same thing as you.
But then it was like, oh, okay, I need you to now go to wherever, and I was like, I'm not going to do this, so I just ran to Riften. I was like, I'm going to pick the furthest part to like the right on the map. I'm just going to run all the way there. I was just like running through fields, and it's just like this happy adventure.
Yeah.
And then like saber-toothed cats coming out of nowhere, just running away.
But Mammoth used to fly when I first played.
Yeah, see, because I got it on PC. There wasn't too many. I mean, you got the PS3. The PS3 version was. It's just about fixed now, isn't it?
Yeah, but
it still crashes. If you jump into
it
some
got to
rivers.
the point where I stopped playing it on PS3. That was what made me stop playing it in the first place. And then when I got on PC, I started playing it loads again.
Yeah.
But like I got to a point where it saved it, and there was like a lake in front of me, and if I went in the water, it crashed my PS3.
Yeah.
Just by going in the water.
Yeah.
It was. They updated the water
area,
textures.
Yeah.
They updated all the water textures, and it didn't work on the PS3, and they couldn't be asked to fix it for ages.
Well, it's not that they couldn't be asked, but it was kind of not worth the time it takes to fix, because no one was playing it on PS3 anymore. Which is why originally none of the DLC was going to be PS3, but it is now, isn't it?
They've
just released it, which I think's good. I was kind of annoyed when I heard that they weren't gonna. It's almost like, oh, because you bought the 150 quid special edition, 130
yeah, that's what
quid.
you were telling us about.
Yeah, I mean,
when I had money,
like it was worth it because you got like obviously the dragon and all that, and it was really cool. But like to have the game that's that broken from such a big publisher as well, like Bethesda aren't exactly the smallest studio in the world, so they kind of dropped the ball on that one.
Just a little bit, but
it's good.
Being an Xbox was rather amusing.
Yeah, got it. PC anyway, so
yeah, I've got it on PC now as well. I have to start again properly.
You've got to get it on PC.
Yeah.
I struggled to play it on PC. I played it on PC, but I couldn't use keyboard and mouse. I had to use an Xbox controller on it.
Yeah, I played it.
I couldn't
mouse
get to grips with it with keyboard and mouse.
I played it keyboard and mouse for the first kind of 90 odd hours with that character, and then when I moved into this flat, I started again with like making a mage, and I was using my controller, and I think I kind of prefer controller.
Yeah.
It's like the one game that.
The biggest problem with the keyboard and mouse was the menu. But if you use any of the mods, it's changed the menu to like a more convenient one.
I've got a mod that makes the menu really nice.
Yeah.
There's less going through menus.
I probably should have a look.
You got it on Steam, man. You see, I've got like 38 mods or something.
I'm
on 19.
Yeah. I've got the.
I haven't even started it.
What,
I'm
you
on
just
10.
Just like mod anything.
Yeah. basically.
Well, I wanted to get some, so I just went, I like that, I like that, I like that, and then I clicked play, and it's like, you've got too many mods. I was like,
You've seen like the workshop. So you basically go on the workshop and
I've seen it, but I've never really.
you just subscribe to a mod, and then you it downloads it for you, and then you just play and it's on there. It'll come up and it'll tell you because some mods conflict, and it'll tell you. And if your game doesn't open, if it crashes, because obviously it's user-made things, it's a bit iffy. But if you kind of install them in like 1 or 2 at a time,
that's what
you can eliminate
I had like
which
all
ones are
10,
fucking you
and
up.
then it crashed, and I was like, fuck. So I got rid of all of them, and then just did one at a time to see which one that was crashing.
I think my two favourite mods are the Warhammer 40k mod. So I play as a big space marine, running around as this massive space marine, just like punching like everybody, killing them and stuff. That's really fun. And they're starting to mod in like the auto blade, like chainsaws and massive warhammers and stuff. That's really cool. And the Minecraft one, I love the Minecraft one. Basically on the map it puts, Steve, like the Minecraft. You didn't even play Minecraft, do you?
Not really.
Fucking. This is what I have to put up with.
What?
Basically, Steve, the main character, like the main Minecraft guy.
Main character in Minecraft.
Yeah, like who everyone plays as is called Steve, essentially. And it puts his hut on a little mine on Skyrim. So you go there, and there's actually a character that looks like Steve, like the pixelated block man, walking around with like the like pigs and stuff from Minecraft. So all these like big blocky things from Minecraft walking around the Skyrim world.
But Steve's a follower as well,
Yeah,
so you can like get
follow
around you.
So you're just like kind of walking through town with just this pixelated Minecraft man following you with his pixelated pickaxe and things. It's really cool. Like it's proper good. Like the thing with the workshop is it makes any game just a million times better. Like I got the Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
This wasn't through the workshop, but the Left 4 Dead Minecraft mod, like craft death or something they call it. And it basically turns Left 4 Dead into looking like Minecraft, but it's amazing. It's really fun watching the zombies that in Minecraft normally walk around like that and then just explode when they die, like have the ragdoll physics as the Left 4 Dead zombies. So you shoot them and instead of just kind of like going like and getting hit, the proper like just taking bullets and like it's really fun. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know why I've never looked on the workshop.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to play Minecraft, to be honest.
I thought I've never played Minecraft.
I've
I played it like
just-
once.
I don't know how you
But how have you not played it?
Still not over that.
The first time I played Minecraft, it was when I didn't have a PC and Phil had his.
Yeah.
And I got back from uni literally that day, and this when Phil wasn't at uni yet. So I got back from uni, I plunked my stuff down and Phil had to go to work, and he was like, "Oh, this is Minecraft, have a go on it?" I was like, "Oh, it's really cool." Sat there. Phil went to work and then came back like 5 hours later at like kind of 11:30, and I had not moved. I hadn't even gone for a drink, I hadn't gone for anything. And I just made like this epic mine in the house and stuff. And I like looked in his chest and I'd mined out like something stupid, like 2,000 blocks of mines, just like kind of clicking, just like get them I just like absorbed into this world. It's so good. Like, I can see how they've made so much money.
Yeah.
Like what was it? You saw they were worth the other day?
8 million.
8 million pounds. Yeah. They've sold 30 million copies of Minecraft now across everything. It's ridiculous.
That's the company. So.
Because they're doing a Humble Bundle at the minute. It's really good. You know where
I think that's finished. It's finished today.
Is it finished today? I was watching it this morning though. Some of the finished games are looking really good. But basically they split up Mojang into like separate teams and they have 3 days to make a game. But like the games they make were the public would give them 3 keywords and they have to make a game with them words. And it's looked really good actually, really fun. Oh, we're using Java as well. So Java programming.
How did you find out what they were using?
Yeah, I was watching it the other day, and there was actually like the guy had the code up on the screen and his face, and he was coding, and because obviously then they can just release whatever they want. Like it looked really it looked kind of complicated, but it put a lot of faith in me, and that I understood all of it.
Yeah.
I understood what they were doing, and it was a lot more hacky than I imagined they would do. If you get me? So I had this image that like they'd everything be proper, but it was very much like if this and this and this and this do this, else if this and this and this and this do this, else if
I guess if
this,
you're not,
you know,
you're not planning on doing like a full series or an engine or anything.
I guess, I guess so. So it kind of restores some faith in that you don't have to do things that proper, like.
No, you can do it however you want. If it looks good and doesn't break, no one else is going to see the code.
Yeah. Or typically most people wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, exactly. So.
That's good. So what's the next thing people explore? Who's getting a PS4?
Nah,
I'm getting a PS4.
720.
I'm gonna get it when it comes out.
I'll get it.
I want to hear more.
I'll wait a few years.
I'm so sold.
Yeah, I probably will end up buying it because I have both.
Yeah. I mean, if I had the money, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna watch the Microsoft announcement, and if the new Xbox does look better, I would get the new Xbox. But
preferably, I'd get both.
It's very likely that I'm still going to get a PS4 because that's what I know. You know, I do Sony essentially, so even my TV, Sony TV.
So I started with Sony. I started PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I love them, and I don't know why, but I just swapped to Xbox.
Yeah.
Because the majority of my mates had an Xbox, but they wanted to jump on back.
That's the only thing that I like about Xbox is their live service is a lot better.
Yeah.
I didn't realise till recently is that you can chat to your friends and be playing a game. You can just be in a chat room with your mates having a chat and then play a game, which you can't do on PlayStation. The second you start a game, you just get booted out of the chat room.
Wow.
You can chat through the game to each other, but you can't.
You can't go to lobby.
No.
Chat lobby.
But then it's a free network, so that kind of thing I don't mind not having because I'm not paying for it. If I was paying for it, then that's the kind of thing I'd expect. But I've got to. They're obviously. I think they're gonna do that with the new one because the controllers have got a headphone jack in and stuff like that.
And they look
really?
as hell.
The Xbox.
They are growing on me though. The weird thing about the controller to me is that it looks nice from certain angles.
Oh, from the top.
When you see the triggers and the light, it looks really nice. When you see it head on, not so much. So if I play a game, if I'm playing on my PS4 and I'm like this, I'll be happy. I'm like, hey, it's a nice controller. It's a bit of like, I can't look at it. But I think the two things for me about the controller that I'm interested about is how developers are going to use the touchpad. But how? Because he kind of showed it off in the Unreal 4 demo. I don't know if you noticed, where he did it in a camera. Yeah, I know you missed it, didn't you? At the start, there was an Unreal 4 engine demo running in real time, and it's fucking and it uses the touchpad, and the camera kind of pans around a little bit. So just to prove it was all real time, it's not pre-rendered.
You should have done analog stick to do that.
You could have, yeah.
So why you need another touch?
But that's my point. That's my point. Like I imagine developers will be more creative than just.
You do know that it's just going to turn out to be Angry Birds.
But like on the Vita, it uses the same technology as the front screen of the Vita on its 5-inch.
Vita's got one on the back, hasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
So how's that work?
I saw a really funny Vita advert. It was a woman with big tits and with the Vita image at the bottom, and then this image changed to a woman with tits on both sides and it said feel from both sides.
That's really good. That'd be better if it just went from like 2 to 1 each side. But yeah, like no, the rear. I've played on a Vita like quite a few times at like conventions and in shops and stuff, but no, I haven't got one. I still really want one. But the rear touch is for things like on Metal Gear Solid. You played Metal Gear and stuff. Please tell me you played Metal Gear.
Only the first one.
And like you press.
Played 1, 2, and 3. You
press like kind of the inventory in the bottom left corner, and then it pops up, and you can scroll. I don't know if you can remember. I'm pretty sure playing it, you touch the back bottoms, and it is the inventory. Or the front, and the other one is FIFA. Playing FIFA on it.
You touch where you want to aim.
You touch where you want to aim. So you imagine the back's of gold. So if you touch the top right of the screen, it'll shoot top right.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Yeah. So I think stuff like that's quite creative. Yeah. And that's quite clever. So that's why I'm interested to see how, because it's not a very big touchpad.
But then surely for FIFA you could just touch the top right and then the front.
But I think no, because if you've got your thumb on circle, your fingers are at the back, aren't they, of the Vita?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you'd have to kind of claw around. So it's natural. But I think the biggest thing about the Vita is that people get really kind of claw hands because you're kind of having to. But I think it's a really nice console.
I guarantee the main thing the touchpad on the new DualShock 4 is used for is a start and select one. I guarantee.
Yeah. Because I imagine it's touch and not like click touch, not a button. I imagine it's like a Wi-Fi or something.
It should be. They're not gonna have it as a click-in touchpad.
Yeah, but the new the share button, I think that's quite neat. So you just kind of 360 no scope someone's that's amazing, like hit share and it'll have the last 15 seconds before you upload, carry on playing.
Yeah.
What other new features? The power save, you notice that? So basically you just go into like so you can walk in, hit your PS button or whatever it'll be. Does it still have a PS button on it, on the controller?
Yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah, so you hit PS and your PS3 comes on and you just carry on playing. The download.
Yeah,
so
the
downloads, download and play. That's quite nice. I don't know how it's going to work or how well it will work.
I doubt it will.
But that would be quite cool. I imagine it has to download a certain percent that it can guarantee it's going to finish.
The most awkward thing is you're going to be playing like a game and you're going to reach the point where it hasn't downloaded yet.
I don't imagine it's going to be like, it can't like suddenly like buffering.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's kind of not like a video, it's kind of a real time thing, so if anything it'll just like crash, an error. It'll have a runtime error and it'll run out of memory for something. So I imagine
it's like the developers are going to have to design the game so that it is in parts
they'll have
that
to,
it can download.
But it might be that the PS4 dev kit comes with the functions to do that. So it's just a simple check. It's like you can, once the first 2 levels are downloaded, that you'll have enough time there. That might take, I don't know, say an hour of gameplay, and you know that the rest will finish in that time, something like that. But that's got to be pretty tricky.
Because you can't guarantee internet speeds.
Exactly, yeah.
You could be sat there with someone with like a 10 meg connection and just downloading like 2 KB a second.
Yeah, but the best thing I think, upgrading from the PS3 as well, is having to play. It doesn't have to be that game, but you play a game and it still downloads. Because I think Xbox does it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But on PS3, it doesn't stop them, but you'll start downloading a game and it'll get to 10%, and you're right, I want to go on a game, so you play it. You come off 4 hours later and it's like 12%. Like it's done a very tiny amount in that time, and you could still be playing a single player game and not even connected to the internet for the game, and it still slows down. So it's obviously a processing thing, but no, it does look good. Guess we already mentioned Watch Dogs. There's the new Infamous Second Son.
Forgot about
That trailer seemed a bit douchebaggy to me. The whole America have 400,000 security cameras, like, you are being watched. And I was just like, this is going to be some really shit.
I clicked pretty quickly though when I noticed the artwork.
Yeah, but when he said Sucker Punch, it didn't click that was Infamous.
Well, did it not click when in the background, it's showing you the CCTV camera, it's like that imagery, and like the guy who suddenly had like red and blue behind it.
Yeah, it didn't click.
Like I was just like, it's Infamous.
It didn't click for me until it said Infamous Second Son. Yeah. Because my head was saying prototype. Because when he was moving around, he was all red and black cloud behind him, which prototype does that. Yeah. But prototype 2's just come out, and but yeah, so like there was that Killzone. That. I think it looks quite good. I like the concept. I like this. What's it called? Shadow.
You haven't finished Killzone 3. You finally finished it.
Yeah, I told you.
It's so shit.
We can.
It's terrible.
I mean, I would say spoiler alert, but it's been out for like 4 years.
Yeah.
That's fine. At the end, where Riker kills Radek. Well, you kill.
That's.
Why? But you haven't got a PS3.
It's Radek.
He's
Killzone 2.
Yeah, okay. I just said spoiler alert. You could have said it.
Killzone 2.
Is it?
Killzone 3 is the one where
they
they go
got
to
two
the
games.
space station outside of space.
I completely Killzone 2.
Killzone 2 is the bit where at the end it's I think it's Radix, the guy who goes invisible or whatever.
Yeah.
That's an amazing ending. It's so good.
What, and then Raiko at the end, the black guy, the black guy shoots him. One of them. He's like, oh, we finally get it. And he kills him.
That's Killzone 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Killzone 3.
Which is the one where this is probably one of my favourite Killzone bits, is where they drop their dropship out of space and kill all the Helgans on it or something. They basically there's the captain, there's two people who are kind of keep going back to it, the woman and the old guy.
Yeah.
On that massive on the dropship, and then he doesn't he self-destruct it or something and take out all the Helgans that are on it. Yeah. Pass me Helgan. Still those creeps over there underneath Demon Souls.
I keep getting transfer offers from people. I want to be like to say I don't want to go anywhere this season.
So yeah.
I want
Killzone
to stay
2,
in League 2 for a bit.
Everything with Rico and I can't even remember the main guy's name, but like some of the characters that die in it, it's just absolutely incredible. Killzone 3, I don't think you ever finished, because I kept saying to you, finish it, so I can tell you how shit Killzone 3 is compared to Killzone 2.
Sure, I finished it.
Exactly the same as Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Uncharted 2 is amazing all the way through. I played it 3 times, so I did the train scene 6 times and loved it every time. Whereas Uncharted 3, played it once and just, no, I'm not playing that again.
Really?
It's exactly the same as that. Yeah,
I can play Uncharted 3 again.
I don't know, there's just something about it.
Really?
I liked it. It's still one of the best PS3 games, but Uncharted 2 is the best one, hands down.
I enjoyed Uncharted 3.
It's like, for me, the best Call of Duty is still Call of Duty 4.
It's the first one I ever played.
The first Call of Duty I played was Call of Duty Big Red one.
No, I got
yeah, it's called the Big Red
Big
One.
Red One.
Call of Duty 2.
Call of Duty 2, Big Red One. And it's when you did the whole Battle of Stalingrad and the whole Russian.
Call of Duty 2 then?
Call of Duty 2, Big Red One.
I got
No, they're just called Call of Duty 2.
No, but I think there was
Call of Duty 2
as well.
and a Big Red One. It was called Big Red One, definitely.
That sounds. Do you play on the console?
Yeah.
Okay.
I played it was on PS2.
I got the collection 1, 2, 3 for PS2.
I can remember it took me ages, but I finally got Call of Duty 3 off eBay, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like, kind of, it's obviously it's the last World War Call of Duty, apart from World at War.
Yeah.
It's the last
I
kind
hate
of.
World at War.
See, like, the best thing about World at War is zombies.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about World at War.
What? You moaning about?
Zombies is.
He doesn't like the zombies because it scares him, remember?
Zombies is good.
No, it doesn't scare me. It's get like.
It does.
Too repetitive.
But yeah, so what Call of Duty is going to be on PS4?
Not
Hopefully
the next
none.
one.
Oh no, because they're already making Modern Warfare.
It's coming out in November, and
but
that I don't think will be on it.
Modern Warfare, but
It's Modern Warfare 4.
is it definitely?
They
I
said
heard it was Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
I know it's a new Modern Warfare, but my question is it because there's not really been much announced, so they might announce something in November saying we're next gen because PS4 is rumored to come out in fall.
I don't think they're going to do it. Because everyone's going to buy it regardless of whether it's going to be next gen or not.
Because
Activision have got.
They're working with PS4 anyway, so it makes sense that they're going out.
I think it's I think it'll be both.
Yeah,
I think it'll be next gen because Sony have gone to developers, all the top developers years ago, and said, "What do you want? What do you want?" So Infinity Ward would have been the first ones they went to. Oh no, who's making it? Is it Infinity Ward? It's not Sledgehammer.
No,
Sledgehammer made.
Sledgehammer did
3.
the online. No, Sledgehammer did the online part.
Yeah.
They did the Codderly and they did the online. It was still Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer. It's possibly them both again, but it's definitely Infinity Ward.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to. Obviously looking forward to next gen, not so much new Call of Duty, because I mean I completed Call of Duty 3 in a day. I sat through because it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, but that was it. I can't remember a single mission from it. I can't remember anything, but things like
they're all blurring to one with me. All the missions are just sort of
things like
Black Ops,
exactly.
Modern Warfare 2,
whereas
Modern 3.
things like Red Dead Redemption stuck with me for life. I'll never forget how phenomenal. You finished it. Red Dead. Have you played it? if there is one game you play and finish in your life, it's Red Dead Redemption.
Why?
Because you
it's Dark Souls because he's not done it yet.
No, it is Red Dead. Just the best story and the best. It's the best story and it's told the best way, if that makes sense. Because a lot of stories are good, but done really shit. Whereas this is the best story and it's done perfectly, and you have to play it.
And it's just even if you piss around with it, it's still a fun game.
Even if you play, like Grand Theft Auto, the amount of fun you can get out of that, you can get that much fun out of Red Dead Redemption. But then playing the story is just.
What's Grand Theft Auto?
You know.
What is it?
But you know what it is.
What's train?
Yeah, what's train? But yeah.
Does it go choo choo?
So.
They don't
Does
actually.
the train have to go choo choo?
No, they used to.
So it's not yeah.
The old steam trains.
Yeah. Getting back into a previous topic. Looking forward to. Heartstorm.
Heartstorm.
Yeah. Just thought I'd get that in there.
Yeah.
Probably not to play it, probably just to watch it.
See,
I'm excited for it.
Heartstorm is basically the new StarCraft 2. So you got Wings of Liberty, which was who was that one about? That was the the Terran, was it? Yeah, and then Heartstorm is the so like it's the new kind of breed of whatever. But what I've seen on Twitch of it, it looks exactly the same.
It is.
But
just new campaign and new.
But the multiplayer looks the same.
It is the same.
So I don't get what can be that exciting about it when it's just the same.
Just more units, like.
I guess
each class
it's exactly the same as you play Warhammer. The expansion packs on Warhammer, 40k.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose.
It'd be amazing.
But what were we just talking about?
PS4.
PS4, yeah. So I went back to what we were saying earlier with Diablo. Like I'm really looking forward to Blizzard, but more so because Blizzard obviously make massive MMOs and stuff. I'm kind of excited to see what comes out. What Blizzard are making.
Wow. We'll got some PS4.
Yeah, see stuff like that, like because the PlayStation doesn't have enough MMOs. I don't think. Like in the sense of like fantasy MMO.
It's got Final Fantasy Online, doesn't it?
Elder Scrolls MMO might go on there.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online.
Didn't you apply for a beta for that?
I never finished it. I told him, I got really excited. I was like, oh, Phil, is this? And he's like, oh yeah, I filled that out ages ago.
Completely forgot to tell you.
Yeah, speaking about Activision as well, who's seen the stuff about Destiny?
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does.
What's that?
So
it's new Bungie.
Bungie, who made Halo 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
They haven't obviously done anything for a while since 343 made ODST, Reach and 4. But this is what they've been...
343 only did 4. ODST and Reach were Bungie, so...
Were they?
Yeah. No.
No, they weren't.
Were they not?
No, Bungie haven't done anything for Halo for a long time.
No. 343.
Really?
But either way, Destiny looks amazing. Like it's an MMO shooter for PS4, and I imagine Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've played that up yet. But it's got to be.
Yeah.
Because Activision are making it. You know, if they can make money, Activision will do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that looks really nice. And that apparently I don't really understand how, but it's like a 10-year project they're calling it. So over the next 10 years, that game's going to be playable. Yeah, so it's like a 10-year thing. So once you start playing it, you'll get 10 years worth of things out of it. So I don't know whether that means the universe is, because it's one of them games where they've made this universe, they unleash it to players, and then it evolves itself essentially. Like the players mould how the game. Like Eve, yeah, essentially. That's speaking of Eve. Dust 514, I've scored. You played that? It's not very good.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's fun.
Love the idea.
Yeah, but it is quite fun. It's quite nice. So you buy an assault rifle that you buy like 50 of them, and each time you equip that as a soldier and go out and die, you lose that one. If you get me? So you have to buy all of your guns and things, which is quite a different way of doing it, but it's kind of a ball ache. And the actual gameplay is a bit, it's not that good. Like, it's not very nice. But the concept's amazing. I mean, Eve is obviously successful enough to that'll be going forever. Yeah, so I guess new Pokemon.
New Pokemon, can't fucking wait for that.
Yeah, is that like the big 3D one?
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
the X and Y.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the last Pokemon I really sat through was yellow. Like 2 years ago, I got it on a PC emulator and I sat and did it in like 3 days and loved it. It was well fun, but not really. If you were to ask me to name 30 Pokemon, they'd all be original.
Yeah.
If you were to name me a single new one, I wouldn't even know. I could probably guess a name, like Inky or something.
And you'd
Dinky, Inky, and Plinky or something. I don't know, but I just don't know a single. I don't know anything about the new ones. Who's even? Is it still Ash, the main? Because he's got to be like 60 on now, surely. He's got to be like a bloke.
In the TV show, yes, it's still Ash.
He's got to be a bloke running around with like all these kids.
Still a 10-year-old kid. He hasn't even had a birthday yet. In 700 episodes of Pokemon, he has not had a birthday.
So who's he with?
Isn't that what Brock was? Brock was like loads older.
Brock wasn't that much older.
I thought he was.
Brock's still blind.
I was about to say, he was blind, wasn't he? He couldn't see.
Walking around everywhere.
Ash is running around with 2 new characters.
So Misty and Brock are gone.
They've gone, yeah.
Oh.
They've gone back to their gyms.
Had a love affair and then.
Yeah, very much. Well, Brock did have one.
Did he?
Yeah, he went off to that scientist
I remember
person.
this character and it was always like love hearts.
And then he got rejected by her, and then he was properly depressed.
Because he never opened his eyes. Well, the one time he did, he saw her and was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No, it's good. So yeah, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so okay, so talking about games for quite a while. You had a pretty good question in the pub yesterday.
I've got another one on the way ahead.
I think ask your original one because I think Phil might be able to answer this because you kind of.
It's a debate.
It's a debate. I think it's quite a good. It's quite a good question. I think you'll have quite a good theory behind it. So.
Does elastic work in space? As in, so if you stretch an elastic band and fire it,
wow.
like with elastic.
It's a good question.
Feel that?
Okay, so my point was, it would still, a lot slower, but that creates kinetic energy. So that has the kinetic energy then to contract.
Will it slow
I reckon.
Will it stop? Will it just stay there?
But
Slowly.
I think it would do it just as. It wouldn't do it slower even. It'd do it just as fast as it was doing it. It would do it.
It'd be normal.
It'd be normal.
There is the point that does things stretch in space because you don't know whether they're going to stretch and then just stay there.
No, they
the
wouldn't.
particles can't go back together.
No, but their kinetic energy would bring it together.
But the
It's nothing.
particles
It's not down to a molecular level. It's down to a force. It's forces, isn't it? Essentially. So if you were to stretch, so my kind of to help this debate, my kind of counter question is if I was to stretch it and like let go from this end, obviously it would get smaller and then move in that direction, or would it? You know, and then it would be moving in that direction indefinitely forever. It would never stop moving until something else acted on it, like a gravitational pull or something hit it. That's how it works.
Even if something hit it, it just changed direction.
It just changed direction, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it would because of the kinetic energy. That.
It's built up that kinetic energy inside. It has to release that. You know, that can't not be released.
Yeah.
It has. The only way it wouldn't is if it was being countered by something.
And there is nothing to
counter it, so it would. But then it would kind of whichever direction the energy sent it on, it would.
It's like if you had like an elastic band with a weight on it and you kind of pushed the weight, it would stretch for a bit and then it'd kind of stop and come back in still. It wouldn't just keep going unless it broke.
It's possible, depending on the weight of the weight, it'd just snap the band.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like if it was strong enough, it wouldn't just keep going and stretching it, and like it would have to break or it'd have to come back if it was strong enough. I doubt it would just stop.
Yeah, it would drag it back. Yeah, because kinetic energy. It is interesting though. Because explain how you came up with that question. This is quite interesting as well.
Well, the game.
Yeah, about the whole Angry Birds.
Yeah, I've got to do Angry Birds mobile games, and because physics sucks, do it in space, you don't have to worry about gravity or wind resistance or anything. So you can just have it, it's like bouncing off the bouncing and keep bouncing until it hits something.
If you didn't want to do physics,
but would it bounce?
It would bounce. It's got to bounce.
But how? If
it was a stationary object, it would hit the object and go that way.
Would it bounce off at like a perfect?
If there's no physics, no wind, no nothing, then it should do.
Why wouldn't it? Not glue. I mean, it's going to go.
No, I'm not saying it would glue, but would it not like hit it and then maybe just kind of fall off it almost? It wouldn't necessarily go like ping and then like.
Yeah, it's still bouncing, isn't it? Off it.
Yeah, it's bounced. But my question is, would it not kind of hit and then kind of lose a lot of force and then just drift off and then kind of continue at that speed and then eventually run out of force? Because if there's nothing to keep it moving after it's kind of stopped, it would just come to a slow drift eventually.
Well, no, it'd keep going the exact same.
That's what I mean. But then if it hit enough things eventually, it'd be losing. Every time it hit something, it'd lose a lot of its kinetic energy until it slowly just kind of drifted really slow. It wouldn't necessarily keep up its pace and be ping, 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 ping,
We need
ping.
to test this.
Yeah.
We need a vacuum.
Put a space rocket.
But it's a good question.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Yeah, the other one you came up with on the way there.
Oh yeah, just because a recent event like last night. Is it better to wake up hungover or still drunk from previous night?
Still drunk.
Still drunk.
Still drunk, yeah.
Definitely still drunk.
Like, so can you get a hungover?
You get hungover during the day.
Can
If
so
unless
like
you drink water all day and that counteracts.
Your hangover will come a lot harder during the day, but you've already got over the worst obstacle of getting out of bed and waking up. If you feel like
you
shit,
don't feel as sick, like you're gonna throw up.
if you feel like shit when you wake up,
you don't want to do
you
anything.
don't want to do anything, and it's really hard. I mean, your day is just
Whereas-
off track already. But if you're still pretty drunk and you get up, kind of get something to eat, have the teeth cleaned and get refreshed, jump in the shower, and then you start to feel groggy. At least you're up and at 'em, and you can kind of then counter it a bit more. You're a bit more mentally ready to challenge it. Whereas if you're kind of like.
So the recovery time then is quicker.
Yeah.
Quicker if you're still.
No,
Still drunk when you
it's
get up.
better for you to still be drunk, but it is technically quicker recovery if you wake up hungover.
Best hangover cure.
Best hangover cure.
What do you think? You're probably an expert.
More
on this.
alcohol.
More alcohol, like hair of the dog.
Yeah.
What alcohol?
It's usually what
The
you've been
same
drinking
as what you were
before.
drinking.
A straight shot of JD or something, or
If you've got a
There you go.
vodka hangover, you have to have a vodka shot.
vodka on your cereal.
Yeah. It sort of settles your stomach.
No, you can't have a strong drink first.
So if you
It
mix
has to be
it,
the same thing. Right?
what if you mix your drinks then?
Yeah.
Like you have a mixture of every single drink you had the previous
Yeah.
night.
Chug
A dirty pint.
a litre of wine.
No, it's just like
Maryland.
a drink.
So what yours
More
is
alcohol.
food?
Just get drunk.
No,
again.
it is booze, but he's already said that. But Maryland.
So you get some greasy.
Yeah.
Or you
I don't know.
just moan about it all day.
Soup.
Soup.
Soup's always good.
How do you know? When was the last time you were hungover besides last night?
Soup and bread, like kind of
Soggy
soup and
bread.
bread or just soup.
Soggy soup bread.
See, I'd say
I'll just do some soup.
I'm not alcohol. Depends how drunk. If I was so drunk that alcohol, like I just can't. I just detest it. Like some of the parties that we had at Ashley's house, like I'd be sitting in the morning with a can of Fosters, just try like sipping on it, just to try and. But they were fucking mental. But like pretty much for me, it has to be drink lots of water, and then have a bacon sandwich. Bacon, like a really dry salt. I think is the key. Like just something really salty to me.
Salt dehydrates you.
Yeah, but
the
it
whole
all.
point of you drinking all the water is
Yeah,
to
but then to me
undehydrate
the
yourself.
salt is like really it's really tasty, like greasy bacon, and to me that helps.
What are you vegetarian?
Then
Vegetarian.
you just never leave the house. my argument today is like, but this is one of them conversations that a vegetarian's opinion doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but he's
we're on
not
about this
vegetarian.
There's a lot of arguments and situations where a vegetarian's opinion doesn't count.
Which
Like,
is all.
but what about this? Because I don't like meat. And it's like, well, get out of the conversation.
I feel like racist to vegetarians.
Well,
we don't care. You're not even a vegetarian.
I'm pretty sure vegetarianism isn't a race.
It could be.
Same as
What
posh
is-
is a race.
Yeah. Posh is more of a race than vegetarian.
Yeah, it is. But vegetarian people are more knobs than posh people. If you get a posh vegetarian, they should just die.
But yeah, so how did we get onto hangover? Oh yeah, you was
You might have to ask that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's definitely better to be a bit drunk in the morning, but not so drunk that you go out and like slip in the shower and break your neck and die.
Not so drunk that you sign up to be the course rep.
No, you do. Good effort.
Should have all day drunk at all my lessons.
Best
Pretty
drunk,
fun.
is that your best drinking story?
No.
What's your best drinking story? This could be pretty good.
I don't have any. I'm just say mine now. I think I'm quite boring drunk.
Yeah.
No, it's not like I sit in the corner by myself.
Okay,
drinking.
so a reverse question to that. How do you know when you're drunk?
I don't know.
What's
the borderline between tipsy?
What is the
and
one
drunk?
thing you do that you suddenly realise I'm drunk now?
I don't shut up.
I
I
get
just keep going and going. I've just realised I've just been talking to someone for ages, and I'd just be like, oh,
I
they
think
even
I'm
care.
the same.
You drunk now then? If you were talking.
I went
talking.
I went to the pub the other Friday for like the first. I hadn't had a drink for like 3 weeks. Like,
Yeah,
really
so
been
you
in
got drunk on a
uni.
pint.
I had like 3 pints. And I was a little bit not drunk, but obviously it had gone to the head of it. I was talking to Andy and 8 Ball, who I'd gone out with. Not that Andy, a different Andy. And like, I was just like, just like going and going and going and going. And like, but I mean, I wasn't like being an idiot. Like, we were having a conversation about rugby and stuff, and I was talking about like obviously stuff that I knew about. But then it got to the point where I just like, I just realised I just needed to have like 2 minutes without saying something because like my head was just going fuzzy. But yeah, like, and
I get a bit gropey when I'm drunk.
Gropey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not like hugging people.
What, men or women?
I don't know.
Men.
Both.
Men.
Not in like a kind of that kind of way, but I just
I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah.
You just-
Like,
Your
prime example,
pictures.
kind of put arms over like.
There's a lot of pictures
I
of
hate
you.
my pictures. My eyes are always shut. Without a doubt, I'll be there like.
Yeah.
But like prime example, I saw a guy the other day that I see in Mosh all the time, and like every time I say, "Oh, how's it going?" Like, yeah. Just walking to the train station the other day, completely blanked each other. Like no,
But on a
don't
night
know you,
out.
don't know you at all. On a night out. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Everyone's your best friend on a night out.
Yeah, but I think I slur my words quite a lot. Like the one thing, going back to the actual question, I know I'm drunk when I start saying words in a sentence before I said the ones that should come before it. So like,
I know exactly what you mean.
so like,
So you finish
You're
sentence before you
thinking of
start.
what you're going to say,
Yeah.
and then you just say what you're going to say.
before
like,
you said what, so I'll say like, hi, my name is Russ, but I end up being like, oh hi, my Russ. Be like, what? How do you know when you're drunk? What? So just what, you start groping?
Just like a guy starting getting a little touchy, like starting hugging the arms around people.
I apparently get really, really loud, so that's when everyone else knows I'm
That
drunk.
must be pretty fucking loud. Because you're quite loud
I
already.
know. And besides that, I did go through a phase of I'd start slapping every girl's ass as they walk past.
That's John.
Yeah.
John,
I did
what's
do
it?
that for quite
John?
a bit.
What do they call me, the chef?
And I spilled. I think I spilled drinks as well.
Oh, you drink
Yeah.
better, are you? What,
Not intentionally.
on yourself or other people?
Or on the
Both.
floor.
Not
Yeah. See, yeah, that's, I mean,
You know,
there's
I
been
go and
plenty-
have a drink, and then obviously
No,
can't get
no,
into the
there's been
depth
plenty of
section and
times
just
where
kind
I've
of
had a
knock it
drink,
over.
I've had a drink, and then it's just gone out my hand, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, that's always good. How do you know when you're drunk? What is it? Just talking a lot, yeah.
Alright, your best drunken story then.
My best.
It's all going to come out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's been so long since, because I used to go out quite a lot. When I left Trent, I had like, where from like kind of Christmas to the September I came here, I was working full time.
Yeah.
And then the summer after my first year here, like me and Phil worked at the corn mill like full time that summer. So I had a lot of money. So we'd go out with the corn mill, like the people that we work with, like every Thursday for student night, and then probably on a Friday as well.
Yeah.
So I'd go out quite a lot. So I mean, I used to do a lot of stupid things. But when I was,
I just don't.
it's hard. Okay, one of the ones that I kind of remember is when I was 18. I got two. Okay, it's kind of one's a bit one's kind of funny and one's kind of funny, one's kind of gross. So the funny one is funny one. I was walking home. I was with like two of my mates, and we were walking back, and it was like freezing cold kind of thing. We were just walking back from like Long Eaton, which is about a 20-minute walk, and I started like leapfrogging bollards.
Oh.
So I was like, oh yeah, like I did a couple, and I was like, oh, it's really funny. And then like they were like, do that one. It was a bit higher. And I was like, oh, it's fucking easy. And then I kind of just running up to it, and the next thing I'm just lying on my side on the other side. Just like, what the fuck happened? And I just completely missed it apparently, and just like ended up. So that's that. I mean, that's not anything special. But I remember the time I went to the corn mill, just for like some drinks, and ended up getting really drunk. Spent like 30 odd quid on just whiskey and coke and what have you.
So and there was a time where you weren't a lightweight.
Yeah. And then I remember going home and then going into my room, or into Phil's room, so he goes up. You remember? And then like he looked at me and went, "You're right." I just went like, and then just legged it downstairs, just threw myself into the toilet. It was just really funny. I can remember clearly for looking at me, just like smiling, going, "You're right."
From my point of view, it was pretty much that, but then just like, yeah, I'm alright. And then like left, and then just.
And like, swear to God, that was when I was 18, and it wasn't until I moved into this flat that I started drinking whiskey and coke again. And it's because of that night. Like the taste of coke at Bell's, I like it. It's alright.
Love whiskey.
5 years and I'm off that.
It took me until the start of this year to start drinking whiskey again, and I regret it. Because the amount of money I've spent on Jack Daniels is unreal. Worth it, but that's ridiculous.
I haven't got any.
Yeah.
Don't have any.
I'm a bit pretty boring drunk.
Ah.
You must have a right handful of stories.
There's the download one.
No, you got to tell that one.
Yeah. Like, I can't even remember how that started.
Oh yeah, no, I've probably got some weird download. The noodles thing at download.
Drinking with my friend Matt, with Russ, and like just one of those things. Like, I woke up in the morning, just started drinking straight away, and I was like drinking throughout the day, and then ended up bumping into one of my friends from work called Bihan, and like I didn't know any of the people he was with, so it was just me and my mate and this guy B1, and loads of people playing Spin the Bottle, and I was absolutely wasted, but I can't even remember the rules. All I remember was it was spin the bottle.
How do you not
crossed with like stripping?
Yeah, this is download rules.
Yeah,
kind of like things.
So it was kind of like the first time it lands on you, you had to like kiss. The second time it. Well, no, it wasn't kiss straight away. Fucking hell, what was the second? But no,
it got like, exponentially worse.
Like you had to touch and then something else and then kiss, and then it was like take off an item of clothing. But like the two girls either side of me, when I was drunk, were pretty hot, and they ended up pretty much naked. I was like, yeah. But then it kept landing on me, and I ended up naked with all these people, just no idea who they were, completely starkers. Ended up going for a piss, so I had to run off like completely naked.
This is like, you know what?
In the middle of the campsite,
like
and then came back,
people.
and like, there's so many things happened. I don't even remember. I ended up waking up in this girl's tent, like, okay, I don't know what, and then coming back to him in the morning, like, where the fuck have you been? Like,
I was just sitting
story.
outside the tent, like by myself, kind of thing, like. Where have you been? Just like,
so you thought I was in my tent, like asleep, but
like you're wearing them jeans that were ripped, and they'd come back just a rag of denim. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I think like down. I think the other story for me from down is where I was in the noodles thing. I'm in the noodles. I tried to come up with this new catchphrase that I'm in the noodles, and I'm in the noodles meant like I'm in trouble or I'm fucked. Yeah, and I was so drunk. I spent like 40 quid on beer tokens, and I just got like really drunk. And you had to like pretty much carry me back to the. Oh no, yeah, the thing.
The game room.
I was there, and I was like, I had my wallet, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get another drink. And someone was like, oh, you can't get another drink. And I was like, yeah, I can. Watch me. And I got in the queue. I got near the front, and I was like, oh, I haven't got my wallet. And they had my wallet, and I was like, yeah, I told you couldn't get another drink because they had my wallet, obviously. And I was like, oh fuck, I just like stumbled out the queue. Oh, good play. And then Offspring came on, and they were really shit. Yeah, so I got more drunk. And then there was the toast when I got back. We had a barbecue,
soggy toast,
disposable barbecue. They were trying to do some toast on, and everyone was like, "Oh, I haven't got a tongue to turn it round." So I just kind of went, "Oh." That was good.
I would love to go down then. I'm not sure I can handle it.
Go.
I'm not sure if I could.
Yeah. I only get my ticket when I can. When I can afford it.
Yeah. We should all go. Big Red Demon.
Yeah.
Big Red Demon.
It's good lineup this year. Headlining Slipknot.
Rammstein.
Iron Maiden.
Iron
Maiden, Slipknot, Rammstein. Slipknot will be in. There's a lot of good bands. Yeah, I don't really like them, but that's fine. I was a bit drunk.
So what you do then? When there's a band on it, they like you get drunk. You just drink.
I'm gonna die on Sunday.
Alright.
On the Sunday off down there.
We'll make sure Saturday night's good.
Yeah.
Because it's your best.
It's Five Finger Death Punch, Parkway Drive are right next to each other, and then Stone Sour all on main stage. So I'm gonna be dead, like in the middle of the pit, like. It's gonna be so good though.
Alright, we'll get the memorial ready.
As well. Architects have been announced, so I'm so happy with this.
This is like one of the best lineups there's been for a long time. Yeah. So.
How many you got?
2007, 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. So
you haven't taken off?
4, 5, 6. I have taken 7 and 8, and 9 have come off. But I've then put them back on. Since 2010, I've had all of them. I think. Well, since 2009 I've had them all on, I think. But it's not really nice. But one of the things that, like, I just don't want to take them off. I mean, half the time I don't even know I'm wearing them. Because they've been on for so long.
I don't notice when you're wearing these.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's like that as well. That's just always there. My little friendship band. Oh, God, that weather.
Combination of static.
I thought that said 7 viewers.
It went up to 3 though.
Yeah, it's been up to 4 at one point. Yeah. So.
I wonder who the one watching us is.
What was the next thing?
How was your angle process?
Engine progress. Okay, so I guess we can quickly just say, engine's been handed in.
Yeah.
First prototypes in.
Get feedback next Thursday.
Yeah. So that's essentially we've got the core, like, mechanics in, and now it's all the individual tasks. So I'm going to be working on getting the pathfinding and enemy behaviours. So basically my job is now to make the game scary as shit with the enemies running around and stuff, which is going to be really fun actually. I'm looking forward to doing that. You've got animation, so you're going to make them look really scary.
And particles.
Like that, particles.
Particles, yeah. So I think the particle system's going to look really nice if we get that working with the shaders. So we get like a light with like a blue light shader that can kind of go like on, and then as it goes on, like particles kind of like spark out, like, which will be amazing when an alien runs past as I'm running, and then it does it, and it kind of freezes it in that light, and it goes off and carries on running. Like, that is going to be good. If we can pull this game off, I think it's going to be really, really.
If we can pull this game off, we're getting 100%.
It's going to be scary.
And you've got collision detection and the interface.
Collision detection is going to be a bitch.
It's going to be a bitch, but oh well, we need it.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I think because the best thing about this engine is once we get the mechanics of the collision detection in, we'll be able to apply that to anything.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
What are you working on? What are
you
working on?
Oh wait.
You're working on.
How's your course doing?
Yeah. You're working on your drama.
Yeah, give up.
Phil's going to be on mobile. Andy's second in command mobile program.
Yes, Andy can tell me what to do while we work on the big stuff.
That'll be good. That's fine. Yeah, so I guess we'll have some more screenshots probably in about a month, so when we've got things. I can't imagine we're really allowed to record stuff and post videos of it.
I guess we can on Facebook, just not to Twitch or anything.
Yeah, we couldn't. I doubt we'd be able to live because then people could be telling us how to do it. And obviously, it's coursework, so.
Because Charlie was filming his coursework.
Oh yeah.
For mobile robotics, and he was allowed to do that as long as you don't like.
Yeah, I guess.
live
Yeah.
stream,
Yeah, I guess. That should be one.
Until it's finished.
Yeah. So I guess the last thing we wanted to talk about was quickly about films. I guess we've already touched upon films, but talk about some films we watched recently. So one I would Wreck-It Ralph. I want to talk about that. Is amazing.
So good.
Have you seen it?
It is really good. It's well worth.
Well, we won't go into any spoilers, but it's so funny and well made, and it's just brilliant.
Like it's just the typical, like they've thought about everything.
Yeah.
Like even to little things like, it's not this isn't a sort of spoiler, but like the way they travel around the arcade is like they're on like a little monorail inside the plugs in the wires, so they travel through the wires to the extension leads, and the extension leads to like the hubs where like the train station kind of thing, stuff like that. It's just really well thought of.
Brilliant.
And
it's all set in one arcade. So it's like you can imagine that all of these arcades have got their own little.
And it's just like all the different characters in it, like obviously the ghost from Pac-Man, and then like the Street Fighter characters and things. And it's really funny.
And the zombie.
Zombie,
bad guy.
I watched Looper recently.
Looper's good.
You've not seen Looper, have you?
No.
That's really good.
I hate the ending.
You don't
won't
like
go
it,
into that.
I don't like it. It's just, I don't think it was good.
I thought it was good.
Average.
I think that's the same point I have for Les Mis. Is that it's a really good film.
You watched it.
I just didn't like
Les
it.
Mis was amazing.
It is worth watching.
Can't stand musicals at all.
Yeah,
I appreciate like their art and whatever.
I did enjoy it, but no, just for me it wasn't my kind of film. That's what I'll stand by. Like, it was a good film. I can appreciate that it was amazing, because the most impressive thing is that it was all sang live on set. It wasn't sang before and mimed on set. It was live, so that was really impressive.
I watched Sucker Punch for the first time, like about a week ago.
That film is
I've still not
so
seen
good.
that one. I've got it to watch.
It's like
you have
got everything in it.
Yeah, you have to watch it.
AI, samurais,
Yeah.
big, mech.
You have to
Everything
watch
in
it. You have to watch it anticipating on not particularly enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like if you go in, like with most things, if you go, oh, I really want to see, it's going to be amazing, then you're probably going to be disappointed. If you watch it just to kind of see what it's about, like you'll probably enjoy it more, because it's really twisted and messed up, but really fantasy over the top, but like exciting and whatever. So you say there's one bit where they'll be like, she's fighting this massive mech samurai thing, and then later on in the film they're fighting dragons in this castle, and then they're fighting on trains, and then they're fighting. There's quite a lot of stuff back at this like asylum they're all in when it goes back to the normal. Because basically, every time she like sings, she ends up going into this like fantasy world in her head kind of thing, or dances. Yeah,
She danced.
Yeah.
Dances.
It's a bit like, you know, on the Rooster Teeth, their No Ruby thing, the animated series they made.
They're going to pay us for advertising now.
Yeah. It's like that on like Ruby, it's called, and it's like the main character sings, and then it goes into like her fantasy like mind. That's really clever. But, what else have I watched recently? I mean, I watched Walking Dead last night.
I didn't.
Walking Dead.
You not watched it yet?
Oh,
man, I wanted to
Andy!
talk about it.
God damn it!
Blame Charlie.
Go stand outside.
Blame Charlie. Blame
Just
Charlie.
get out. We need to talk about it.
It's proper good.
It's really good. Like,
I'll get to it.
It makes up for the first one being slow. That's what I'm gonna say. Like it this
Well, I
one.
thought the first one was good.
Yeah, no.
Like,
No, Philip said the same yesterday. Just because something's slow,
Doesn't
I'm
make
not saying it's bad.
It's like, it sounded as if.
No, because
That's
it was a
what
slow
you're
episode. It was a story episode.
Yeah.
Rather than a.
It's not the best way to come back to a season. Though,
Yeah,
It was.
I think it was. I think it was fine.
But yeah, it was.
It's almost like a recap thing, isn't it?
I guess we could talk about the game then. I mean, you finished it, haven't you?
I have.
You're
Chapter
episode 2.
I watched you play episode 3.
Oh.
And honestly, you both had the same reaction. I watched him play it as well. And that's certain. Like,
yeah, we can't say.
You both hands behind you and went, oh no.
If I could punch her in the face, I would have.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to just leave her. I genuinely wanted to shoot her.
No spoilers.
I'm on episode 2.
I missed it. Like, oh my god.
But yeah,
that game had, for me, one of the best kind of
that game
character interactions.
Definitely deserves all of the Game of the Year it got. It won a stack of Game of the Year awards. Yeah. It even won. I think it won Game of the Year.
It's even got me scared at some point.
At the GDA, or is it? One of the big actual, out of all games of this year, it won Game of the Year there. So on top of like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, which it fully deserved it. Because it's amazing, and they're making season 2.
So Gateway will be Game of the Year next year.
Yeah, they've got it. They can't win that many awards and not make a second one.
Well, they've already started.
Yeah, season 2, isn't it?
But yeah, Gateway's going to get Game of the Year next year.
Yeah.
There is another Walking Dead game from that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
Am I right saying that's yeah? So they've now got off the TV shows, haven't they? Am I right saying that's?
Yeah.
So they're going into the game now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that followed their.
But I'm not. I mean, I was saying to Philip yesterday. This Walking Dead Survival Instinct is what it's called. Yeah. I don't know who's making it, but it looks like ass. It looks bad, and something.
Yeah, you can still get it because it's Walking Dead.
Something me and Philip always said is that if a game is made because of a film or something coming out, it's going to be shit. So like Wreck-It Ralph, they make a Wreck-It Ralph game.
I refuse to play any game
that's
based on a movie.
Because they're making it to make more money for the film.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a double-edged sword, because obviously the Walking Dead Telltale game.
Yeah, but that's not a direct.
But that's more comic, so I think that's why that worked. But this is like trying to be like a DayZ, so this is survival, and it's got far too much to compete with to do well. I don't think it just doesn't look very good. Like, just down to like the animations and
there are some games you just look at and you just go, why are you even bothering?
Yeah.
Why are zombies in? Why are they a big thing? Every game.
It's because I think they've always been zombies have been the thing that people kill on games to some degree. But I think World at War was the main one to really nail it back into the mainstream zombies. But it's easier to make a survival game where you're killing zombies than it is killing humans. And I say that because of the age rating. Because if you kill humans, your game instantly becomes an 18. If you portray people dying, it becomes an 18. If there's no blood, it can be a 15.
Yeah.
But obviously that looks rubbish. So to kill zombies...
Yeah, well, it could be like aliens. Or monsters.
Yeah, but I think
zombies is humans that have died and the reanimated.
It's a cult thing, isn't it?
There could be another human race out there.
It's a cult thing, essentially.
Let's not go into that now.
Humans versus humans. It's two different types of humans.
It's a cult thing, isn't it? So it's like films have always been, Day of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead. It's always zombies because there's like the nerdy fantasy zombie apocalypse.
It's easy to do as well. It's just shove a load of dead makeup on.
Someone. And I enjoy playing zombie shooters. But I think more and more people are going towards Alien. So like your XCOM was really popular, and that's proper Alien, like kind of sectoids and things like that. It's all real, big
Thin
eyes
men.
and stuff. But yeah,
have you got to those four-legged things that turn them into zombies yet?
Yeah, I think I
fucking bitch.
I just got to them, but I killed them before they did anything else.
Yeah, I know.
But it was one of them that killed my character that I really liked, so I was like, fuck this game.
They're a bitch.
But yeah, no, it's what were we just saying? So like, yeah, so films. I think other films. Let's say I watched Troy again today. That's a fantastic film. Nothing. Oh man, you. I like you less and less. Horrible Bosses.
I love you less and less.
Horrible Bosses.
I watched that again the other day.
Horrible Bosses.
Jennifer Aniston. Oh my gosh, she is so hot.
You just would, wouldn't you?
Have you seen it?
No.
Jennifer Aniston basically plays one of the bosses, and she's like obsessed with sex. But she's constantly wearing like barely clothes and like lingerie and like one which she's eating like a banana seductively and then like a lolly and stuff, and she just talks like really like dirty all the time and stuff, and it's like she's really hot. And even Philippa was like sitting there just like she's so fit, but she just looks amazing. Like she's one of them actresses that like always looks good.
Yeah.
Even
never wears a bra.
Especially in horror losses.
And Friends too. Never wearing a bra in Friends.
Can't tell you that.
Friends is awesome.
Yeah.
Just watch Avengers. Marvel Avengers.
You know, you're a bit late on that.
Week
you know?
Wow.
What you? Oh, I thought you were saying I should watch it. What,
No,
you just watched
I
it?
watched it. Yeah.
Only just.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. It was good.
Brilliant. It's one of the best.
If you hadn't seen that, you definitely
it's
get
one
out.
of the, it's got one of like the best cinematic scenes ever. The fight scene from when the aliens come down.
Just that whole end.
That whole thing
it's
is.
pretty good.
If you watch it, it's just one stream. It's a stream of constant action. It's amazing.
But am I right in saying they're kind of remaking, obviously now Superman, remaking Batman, or like
They're
DC,
doing the Justice League, aren't they?
and then
They're doing the Justice League Heroes.
It's going to be so shit.
Yeah.
They're fighting a battle they lost a long time ago.
I think it might be good, but it will never be as good as the Avengers was. But it might still be really good.
They kind of screwed themselves over because Batman is never going to be as good as the Dark Knight trilogy.
They're also.
Why wasn't Spider-Man in Avengers? Because he's Marvel, isn't he?
Because no.
Yeah, fuck Spider-Man.
Why not?
Spider-Man's a pussy.
Have you not seen all the internet?
No.
First of all, Spider-Man is in the new Avengers, not the original Avengers. And secondly, they're rebooting Spider-Man to fit him into the Avengers when they come round. They're rebooting Fantastic Four, X-Men, Daredevil, Elektra. They're rebooting the whole lot.
All to get in.
All to run in the timeline of the Avengers.
See, I'm not big on comic books, so I don't really know who's who.
I've got a lot. Big. That's a really bad phrase.
You got a lot more into it.
A lot more into it, like since.
I've never been 100%.
Batman game.
Arkham
Asylum. Yeah. Since I got that, I just straight away got into like so much more to do with comics and things.
My dad's obsessed.
Arkham City's good.
My dad's obsessed with comics.
Just shout out Arkham City.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think.
I've watched way too much film and TV recently.
So what film have you watched recently?
To counter your argument of if you go into a film expecting it to be amazing, it's normally not. Django. If you go to watch that expecting it to be amazing, it still is.
I was going to watch it on Wednesday with Philippa, but we kind of mutually agreed it might be a bit much for her. She's like,
just a tad.
Yeah.
My favourite quote from Philippa about this is, "Surely it can't be that bad." I was like,
yeah.
Guess what he's not seen?
Everything.
I could say anything.
Guess what came before Django?
Inglourious Basterds.
How?
You've not seen that, have you? How have you not seen
Kill Bill?
You've
seen Kill Bill? That's the only kind of.
Inglourious is amazing.
Glorious is so good when they
I
start
only
ripping
got
off
round
the scalps.
to watching Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is quite good.
Haven't seen that.
I only watched it last year.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's not my favourite.
Yeah, but it's old.
That's why I think
isn't
it got bigged up for years.
Exactly. It's old, so like that was like that kind of film in them days, whereas nowadays it's obviously whatever. So. Films.
Django's amazing. But an older film that I watched the other day with James was Gran Torino.
Oh,
Watch
Gran
that again.
Torino's so
Gran Torino,
good.
is that the Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood.
That is good.
It's the old guy that gets annoyed.
That is
It's
good.
Chinese people.
Yeah.
So good as that film.
And the Ming people.
Yeah.
Ming. What's
Benjamin Button. That one was cool. That one was
I
really
dunno.
interesting.
See, I don't really. That one where he gets younger,
Yeah,
he gets older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's born like
Looks a
a
bit.
90-year-old man.
Yeah.
He
What-
gets younger and younger.
Fuck logic.
Yeah, I know.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Not seen that yet.
That's amazing. It's one where
I've heard big things.
Bradley Cooper, where he's bipolar.
Oh, I still see
That is amazing. Like he's up for loads of awards for it and stuff. I don't think he won anything, but he was up for awards.
Yeah.
But yeah, that film is.
It's one of those. It's just an honour to get nominated.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I went to it because Philip wanted to watch it, and it is a bit of a chick flick. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit kind of a love story, but I went in thinking, right, Philip is going to owe me one for this, so we can go watch one of my films. But I fully like that film is really good because he played his part. It's really funny as well. Like, he played his part so well. No, I want to be able to say some bits. Obviously, you need to watch it.
Yeah.
It was probably.
Well, I'll watch it by next week then.
Yeah.